I've hit the live button. I'm just waiting for YouTube to wake up.
Cool, I'm back.
Yeah, no dramas, mate. I'll do the usual intro and introduce you.
Hi, dude.
There we go. Greetings, Tube Reviews. It's the Yellow Belly here. Please let me know if you can hear me. Well, I'll start. Loud and clear. There we go. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. So, yes again, welcome to another Belly stream. And before we start, as always, I like to throw this in. There we go. And my special guest tonight is the one and only Mr. Mikey Smith. Say hello, Mikey.
Greetings, Yellow Belly.
Greetings, buddy. Well,
How you doing?
It going? Yeah, I'm all right. How's it going with you?
Yeah, all right, thank you. I've had a hand-me-down hot tub today.
Oh, you're joking. You've got the hot tub.
Yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon. Jane's mum and dad have upgraded. And so yeah, we've got theirs. They've washed it down and everything, scraped off the worst of it.
Have you bleached it?
Well, they've done it. It was smelling like, it smells like it's been washed in Lenore. It smells lovely.
Yeah, because the last thing you want is the thought of using a hot tub that your mum and dad have been, that your parents have been in.
Don't worry, we've already had to doing it. Last year. Don't tell them, will you?
Well, you just sold it. Just a few of us. There's only 13 in chat. All right. I think if everybody can chat, just keep that a secret. Yeah. How was your mate? How was your holiday?
Yeah, it was good. Thank you. Went down to Devon, and yeah, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Just we had really low expectations because we didn't expect anything to be open. We weren't sure the entertainment would be on, like what you don't think it's all going to be on. So we were just happy to sit in a caravan and get rained on for a week, but it turned out to be glorious sun. Everything was open. All the entertainment was on. It was cracking, mate.
Oh, superb. Right, well, let's see who we've got in the chat. Well, there's now, you weren't on Novelbook stream last night, were you, bud?
I was, yeah, I was there. I was on at beginning. I caught the beginning, but I believe the filth level increased after I left.
It did.
It's always the way with me. When I leave a party, it gets good.
And the culprits are in the chat now. It's 8-Bit Rage, who has a hairy ass, allegedly.
Oh, hello, Rach, and that's nice.
And, of course, Andrea Wyatt, who was talking about boobs all night, her neighbour's boobs, more importantly.
Why? What's happening with her neighbour's boobs? They're not hairy, are they?
Well, no, I don't think they're hairy, but apparently Andrea gets to see a lot of them. Or see them a lot of the time. She's got it. So I'm trying to talk Andrea to maybe taking some pictures, and we can.
We're not talking car keys in a bowl, are we?
Well, who knows, mate? You know what these islanders are like. These people living in Ireland. You gotta watch him, and she comes over all nice, sweet, and innocent as our Andrea, but I bet you she's typical Catholic girl, Mm-hmm.
Also, I should point out to Velociraptor. He said, did I have a hand job in the hot tub? No, it was the full works.
Yeah. I assume Janey's not in the room.
Yes, correct.
So we got loads of people in the chat. What we're going to do this week is, because it's last minute for Mikey, I'm going to do the games. Mikey's going to look after the chat. So he can say hello, etc. to everybody and answer any questions and just give me feedback from the chat so I can focus on what I'm doing.
Well, I got all excited because I was hoping you'd interview me. I've never been interviewed, so I want to be interviewed.
You want to be interviewed?
I've never been.
Oh, I've got plenty of time now, mate. Well, tell me, Mikey, in this interview.
Yeah.
Hang on. Right, are you on your phone or are you on something else?
What, me at the moment?
Yeah, what are you using for Discord?
I'm on like a computer.
Right, hang on.
What have you got planned? Like,
all right. Well, what I can do is if I can bosh.
yeah.
Switch camera.
Oh, mine.
Yeah,
They work.
it should do.
I try it.
And I'll bring you onto the thing if we're doing a proper interview. Let's do it.
Yeah, give it a go. It should work. Turn on camera. Wait a minute. Share your screen.
No.
Turn on camera. Right, hello.
She's gone. I see something happening, hopefully.
Could be. Oh, hang on.
Oh, there you are.
Am I
I can
on?
see. Yeah, I can see it. Right, hang on. Let me pop you out.
Weird. Turn your light off there.
Yeah, let me pop you out and then hang fire. What I shall do. Where is it?
I can see me. Yeah, I can see me. I can't see you, but I know what you look like.
Well, yeah. Well, you can see me on the other screen, and now everybody can see you, so you can wave now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, hello everybody. Greetings, YouTube.
There we go. Or as I say, greetings, tube of views. So here we have the lovely Mikey Smith, and let's.
Oh, you have got me. There I am.
Yeah, you are there. Yeah. So then, you get to see his gorgeous face. He's so damn good looking. It's annoying. But
Johnny's just said he can see me clothes horse. He can see me clothes horse.
See the clothes horse.
He can see Jane's knickers.
Oh.
Yeah, I better go and sort that.
Yeah. Just have a quick sniff. Make sure they're clean. Or send them to me and I'll do it.
Don't want anybody seeing Jane's knickers again.
Right. Oh, I've seen plenty of them. She sends me
exactly. Yeah, but
that's her Patreon to me. She sends a pair each month.
I wonder where they went.
Yeah. There you go. So, Mikey, you've just had a wonderful holiday and you've spent some time with your lovely wife. How did you get into this retro crap that we do?
Oh, blooming heck. So I think Novabug was my gateway drug to Zyphor. I think. It's hard to remember, isn't it, sometimes, like how you got into the community. I've got a feeling that because I used to watch Kim Justice, that a lot of Novabug stuff used to kind of like get recommended to me. Then he ended up following Novabug, but this was before he started doing his live streams. So he used to do his retro waffles and his responses and his gameplays and all them at this time. And I was always trying to work out, is he in a loft? Because you couldn't quite tell at the time. And then I don't know how it happened, but I started watching his live streams. And when you first go in, you just chat a little bit, don't you? Because you're a bit like nervous, aren't you? Of chatting for the first time. And I think I got chatting a little bit more. And this was back in the days where Novabug's setup was just like dead basic. Like it was like really like it was like in 240p or something, weren't it?
Yeah. It was using his phone. Yeah.
It was like a snow globe, wasn't it, with a CPC in there? But we all loved it, so we watched it anyway, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I think what happened is someone must have recommended Zyphor, or someone must have mentioned Zyphor, and then I went into that, and I think that's probably like 2-3 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like time. Who did you get off with first? Novabug or Zyphor? Who was your first date?
My first date was with Novabug. It was actually his. He did a video on 464 games for the Amstrad.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, and I'd literally just was getting into it. I mean, I was doing my YouTube already, but I'd not really been in the retro scene. But I'd had Raspberry Pis and I was doing things like that, and that got me back into retro gaming. So I saw that video, and then I saw that he was streaming, doing live streams. So he said, I lost my cherry to Novabug, and then of course.
With Novabug in his loft, and then over to Zyphor in his bunghole.
Well, yeah, this is it. So we got bungholes, lofts, and then
Yeah.
and then I decided to have a go myself. I thought, why the hell not? Because I
I
know.
remember when you started, because before then, I remember you did like a couple of videos that were like about things like your caravanning, and I remember there was a video like, because you've got a little holiday home, on the
Yeah,
side,
in
and
Hungary.
there was a video, there was a video about that, and then I think the first video I ever commented on of yours, Bud, was when you did your thing with your CPC. When you put your SD card thing into your CPC. Oh no, is it a tape? What did you put into it? You sort of took out the cassette drive.
Yeah, I pulled out the cassette drive and I put in a what's it called? The DDI3 by Zaxxon, which is an SD card reader with a screen, and I
I
put
remember
that.
thinking it looked really nice. I remember thinking it looked really nice because I could tell like people were going to be like, "Oh, sacrilege! Fall down the tape
I
player."
got some shit for that. I got some shit for that, but I didn't throw the tape away. I donated it to Chris Novabug because he had a faulty one.
Well, that's the thing. No one is who cares enough about a CPC to have a CPC. Is going to take the tape player out and go like that, are they? No one's going to throw it over their shoulder, and you're always going to either keep it in mothballs yourself, like my disk drive that I took out the Atari ST. I've got it up there, and it's just on display almost, So I don't know why people get so angry. Did you ever watch Tech Moan?
Yeah.
He gets so many people having a go at him for this, that, and the other. Like he'll be in fixing a record player and something, and it's you're not supposed to do this and you're not supposed to do that. People get so like edgy, don't they?
Yeah. Oh no, it's ridiculous. I mean, as you know, I'm after. I watched Tech Moan. I'm after an '80s Amstrad hi-fi. Like a little MIDI.
Oh, that's proper Bully's Prize board, that, isn't it?
That definitely. I definitely want one of them. So, and then I can hook up the Amstrad to it as well through the audio in and all that. That'd be just awesome. Absolutely.
It'll be well sexy, and you can play that off by putting Apprentice on the television and send the sound through it.
There you go. Jobs are good, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll. John Gage likes Tech Moan. Tech Moan's awesome. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, and what's wrong with someone mucking around with their own equipment? Well,
yeah,
we agree, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I mess about my own equipment all the time. It's almost like a habit now,
Yeah, sometimes it's the only way. Right,
sometimes
dude, don't let me get in middle of your.
Oh no, let's carry on. I'm enjoying this.
Your gaming.
Oh, let's just right, carry on. I'm enjoying this. I can.
Ask me something else.
Yeah. So, okay, retro machines. First experience of a machine for you, because you were late to the game, weren't you?
Yeah. So my first one as a like non-retro thing.
Yeah.
I was a PS1, and then when I got into retro, which is probably coincides with what we were talking about then, like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm just looking around now. It was a NES, Nintendo.
All right, yeah.
I thought I must be the only person in the world who doesn't have a NES, and I found one, and it was like they come up with tested, not tested, or whatever, untested. So I just thought I'll just order that, and I'll literally just put it on a shelf because I'm like that. I thought I'll just put it on a shelf. It rocked up. It only cost me 15 quid, and it rocked up, and it worked.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I got that, and then one year, just before our little girl came along, so at that point I was the baby in the family. I'm not anymore. Jane got me a Spectrum 48K that she found. So she bought me a Spectrum all boxed up and everything, like it came with all the booklets, everything. And then since then I've got my Atari ST, my Commodore, I've got my MSX. I love the MSX, I do. I've got a Mega Drive. And at some point you've just got to say stop, haven't you?
No, never enough. I'm after a lot of my machines tend to be wall art nowadays, like the Spectrum. It's that's just there. I want a ZX81. I don't care if it's got insides. I want a ZX. I love one of them. So
They're so nice. They're like a little spaceship, aren't they?
Yeah, and the various machines. So what was it about the retro gaming that attracted you then?
Don't know, because the weird thing is I don't do much actual retro gaming, but I think other people in the chat. I don't know about you guys in the chat, but do you find that as well? You spend more time setting up your retro stuff and talking about retro than you do actually getting around to playing the games. And I think that's what it is with me. I like being able to, like, there's something in me that likes to be able to fix things. It's like in me, it's in my DNA. I don't know. Are you a bit like that?
Yeah.
You like to fix things, make things work. And retro's perfect for that, because you're on a constant quest for the best emulation setup, the best SD solution for your thing, or your best. So you're constantly on this quest, aren't you?
Yeah. And then as soon as you finish it with one machine, you go on to the next.
Yeah, totally. And 1 week you're all about one thing. Like a couple of weeks ago, I went absolutely mad about MSX, and I was all about, right, I want to load games in from an app. You know, when you start doing all that.
Yeah.
So I set all that up with the app and everything. I spent a day doing all this, and I haven't touched it since.
Yeah.
I had a good day, you know, making it work. But I'm into all things retro. Like, I'm really into 80s music because
everything else sucks.
Mum, everything else is shite. And also, my mum was into John Peel, and also she was into like funk and new wave and all that. So you sort of, when you have all that music jammed into you, it sort of sticks with you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And even when I was a kid, I used to. Everybody else had like DVD players, and I had a fucking top loading video player that I got off the car boot sale for $10.
Yeah.
And then I thought, right, I'll have to get some tapes. So I bought a load of VHS tapes from different guys on the market. So like, crazy stuff. Oh yeah, a few of that. Well, actually, there was a guy who lived two doors down from us, and he actually did give me a mucky video.
Mm-hmm. That was like your first mucky video?
It was, yeah. To be honest, I was quite shocked. I just remember thinking, "Oh my god, is that normal?" You know?
Yeah. For some asshole, I was like, "What's that? Does it supposed to look like that? Oh, that's horrible."
I was thinking mine's not like that, you know. And I was like, so I didn't even realize there were two ways in, you know, until I watched that.
Yeah.
And that was probably when I was about 15. But me slightly more less salacious tapes were 80s films that were selling on the market for no money at all.
Yeah.
You know, like Weekend at Bernie's.
Fantastic.
You know, and
that's Joe Biden, isn't it now?
Yeah, do you reckon he's going to get in? He is a bit like that, isn't it? It's that thing that they sort of just push him in, don't they?
Yeah. Sorry to get political, but
I actually think he'd have more of a chance if he didn't talk, because in a weird kind of way, like with the Democrats, he's just a figurehead. He just represents not Trump, doesn't he?
Yeah, he is a puppet, yeah.
The problem is he starts bloody speaking and he hasn't got a clue. He don't know what day of the week it is, the poor fella, does he? Like, he don't know his Amstrad CPC from his Toshiba MSX, does he?
Exactly. He knows nothing. None of them do. It's ridiculous. So you did the PlayStation thing. When did you, like me, I fell out with gaming. I gave it up, basically.
I gave it up when I started going to the pub.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got to 17, that was me. I didn't touch anything until like 3-4 years ago. Because you've just got, more important things on your mind, haven't you?
Well, exactly. There's more important things to, when you realise that there's females in the world and you can play with them, and the games are much more interesting. Yeah.
That's right. They've got less buttons, but they're harder to find, aren't they? Isn't that right, Phil?
Well, what button are you talking about? I didn't know they had buttons, girls. It's
I was just talking about.
Oh right, yeah.
But yeah, I when I started, like, I left home really young, so I left home pretty much 17. I don't know if that's really young, but I had my own place at 17.
Yeah,
and I started work really young as well. I didn't go straight to university, so I started a job straight away in the city. Like, I lived in Wigan, I ended up getting a job in Manchester, and I ended up like becoming quite a busy fairly successful lad who was 17, 18, 19. And so I just got taken away with all that, just like being out and about with everyone from the office, and I just got like, I was quite career minded in my early 20s. I was obsessed with just working my way through the line of work that I was in. And you just don't fit it in. You never get in after a session down the pub and think to yourself, oh, let's have a quick go on Super Mario. You don't really, do you? You don't really.
Well, yeah, this is it. I mean, it's like, it was always there for me, the gaming. It moved on to my little brother, Mikey, who sometimes pops in the chat.
Yeah.
And he used to buy
I've met him.
Yeah. And he bought all the machines and things like that. And I'd play with, he'd come round to my house and we'd play. And I think, what did he have? N64, and he bought it round. We were playing Zelda, and we just spent the whole night fishing. There's a little pond that you can fish in on Zelda, and that's all we did. Sod the game. We just did that.
Heard about that. No one else has mentioned that to me. And that's the thing about like amazing games is in the same way as like with a film that you love, there's always one particular scene that's got something quirky about it that you look forward to. And I think a good game has those little oases built into it. Places like literally with Zelda, a little place you can go fishing. I think that's when games went from being jump on the platform and try and make the next jump to being games that were like more like being involved in a film.
Yeah.
And like the N64, I've never had one, but I remember that my girlfriend at the time, her little brother had one. And I just thought it looked the shit. It looked cool.
Yeah.
You had GoldenEye on it, and you could play like 4 people playing GoldenEye, I think it was. And you just thought, whoa, this is well cool. Oh, N64.
Yeah. No, I was always in it. I did get a PlayStation. I did get a Wii, actually, a Nintendo Wii. But yeah, I had OSG. Good to see you, buddy. And
Hi, mate.
But again, they just collected dust, really. The novelty value, they were there for the novelty, but then but now I want a Wii just so I can hack it and do all that.
Well, I'll let you go if you want. I've actually got one. I've got one. I've just bought one. You can probably, if I move out of the way, it's sort of on the floor on a little purpose-built unit on the floor.
All right,
but, I've just bought one like 2 weeks ago. I've had it, and I'll put the sensor bar underneath the 4K telly, and I think it's brilliant because I've never had one, so it's just good fun. And I've been playing Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is just incredible, and I've been playing the Mario Kart Wii. I've never really got into Mario Kart before, so like I'm watching that and I'm thinking this looks amazing.
Yeah.
And considering the thing is standard definition, it's just your little AV cable.
Yeah.
It looks bloody brilliant on my telly. Like it looks really good. So
yeah,
we got it for the little girl really because we thought there might be some games on there for the little girl. So we'll tell you how we get on. I'll let you know. But like I'm really enjoying the Wii at the moment.
Yeah, it's great stuff. It's great stuff. Is it retro? Is it classed as retro yet? I'd say
don't know. Maybe
right on the border.
Maybe the chat could. I'm not sure. Is it retro? I suppose the fact that I think something becomes retro, and it's governed by price a little bit. So the price of something deteriorates rapidly.
Yeah.
Like after it's sort of its best days or whatever, and then it deteriorates into nothing. Like PS3 games you can pick up for 50p.
Yeah.
And then what happens at some point? It starts coming up again, doesn't it? Just sort of slightly coming up again, and maybe that's when you would say, it's retro. Hello, Pete Walker. Pete says Wii U might be better for hacking. So my Wii has been totally jailbroken. So I've got like an HD hard drive plugged into it, and it's got all the games on it. But I've heard the Wii U is very good as well for hacking because you can. You do all kinds on them, like.
Yeah, you can play all the old. Is it the black one or the white one you've got?
I've got the black one. It looks dead cool.
Yeah, because I know on the white one you can connect up and play all the GameCube games on it as well.
So they've put me like 8 GameCube games on there, but they've given me a controller, so I need to put more on there.
Yeah.
Velociraptor, I wasn't saying it's retro once it's gone down in price. I was saying it's retro once it's gone down, but then it starts to come up.
Yeah, it's when things are down, but then they start to rise.
Get up again. They ain't never going to let me down. I get knocked down. Do you remember that one? Did you used to do that in the clubs?
Me? To be daft.
Yeah, when that song came on, you go, I get knocked down. We'd all sit on the floor. And then, well, I mean, you'd have to ask Lucas about the great days of Wigan clubbing, but
yeah,
used to sit on the floor on all the broken glass. And then we get up
yeah, rifling through the handbags.
yeah. Quick look, yeah.
Excellent stuff. Right, if you have a question for Mikey in the chat, please post it now. And I'm sure he will be happy to answer. That means get typing. Got to be aware of the delay.
That's right, OSG. Tub thumping. Was that was it, wasn't it? Tub thumping was the song, wasn't it? Velociraptor says he never did it in the clubs, thought they were a bunch of absolute fannies.
Yeah, I did.
He's the people that used to sit down then get up again. Man, I used to do this. I used to dance to like steps and all kinds. Me, you know, that didn't mind me at all.
Proper 90s lad, weren't you?
Yeah, I used to wonder why I never got off. No one ever got off with me. You know, and I was doing never best forgotten and all this. Chumbawamba saying no.
All right.
Old style gaming says, "Oops, upside your head."
Right, what I'll do, Mikey, if it's okay with you, I'll knock you back over to audio.
Yeah, man. Let's. What are we on at the moment? Are we on R, aren't we?
Yeah, we're on the second of R, actually. I did R last week, and this is just the mop-up of R, and then we're on S next week. So what I shall do is just quickly knock off my Discord thing. If you can just sign off your camera.
Yeah. Let me sort that out. So if I press turn off camera. There we go. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, still here, buddy. Right, yeah, super. Yeah. What I can then do is bosh and bring on my emulator.
Good old WinApe.
Good old WinApe. Can't beat it, can you?
How long has it been since WinApe's had an update?
Oh, I don't think it's ever had an update for the past God knows how long.
Yeah.
God knows. So I'll crack on with the first game, get it loaded up. You can just keep on chatting with the...
All right then, mate.
If people are there to talk to.
8-bit Ray. Oh, hi, Rachel. Loves a bit of Apes of Win. Yeah, I just think WinApe needs a bit of TLC. You know, it needs someone come along, give it a coat of paint. I did try that new one. I'm sure you've tried it as well, Yellow Belly. What was it called? The new one?
Oh yeah, the virtual retro machine.
Retro. Yeah, it's just a bit much, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? There's a bit much going on. You just think,
oh yeah.
So novelty wears off. There's a bit much going on in that emulator.
2016, according to Pete, was the last time.
Aye me.
Yeah.
Aye me.
DVD
and film bloke makes a good point. Why would an emulator need updating? Good point.
True. Okie doke, so first game of the night is called Ricochet. This game, there's 2 games called Ricochet in the Amstrad library. This one, I chose this one rather than the other one was just an Arkanoid clone. And this one is, now, did you remember the game, the little game that used to have, the advertiser on telly ever called Crossfire?
No, is it like battleships?
No, basically you both had these little guns that fired balls,
right?
And you had to get them into your opponent's goal.
Okay, I've got you. Yeah. OSG says he used to have it.
Yeah, this is very similar to that, a very similar concept, but but they've mixed that with air hockey.
I love playing that, me in the arcades.
Yeah. So let's crack on with this one. Now it's a key game, this, so I need to set the keys. So that one.
SG recommends having Launchbox as a front end to WinApe. Yeah, Launchbox is pretty super sexy. It's nice.
Yeah. Just doing some things. And hopefully, here we go. So the aim of this game is literally to score a goal in your opponent's by shooting at this hook as such. And
little puck looks like just like they've just used a little letter O, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm on the left, the computer is on the right.
I really like it.
Oh, he scored.
And he says he liked it too. It's a really clever concept, this.
Yeah, it is. It's a very simple game concept, and it's done really well.
SG says this is more like blow football. Do you remember that where you
yeah.
Draw?
Yeah.
This is really clever because you're shooting, but you're shooting to push something around.
Yeah, which is awesome concept. It's and it's different, which I like. I always like something a bit different. I scored again.
Velociraptor says this doesn't suck. Well, because it blows, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, great. You do 2-player on this, dude.
Yes, that's the good thing about this. Now that on Parsec, it's I don't know if you could run
We could do this, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3-button game, up, down, and fire. So I don't know how maybe it's something you could set up.
Yeah, I reckon this would work on Parsec. WinApe's a bit funny over Parsec on certain keys. So you can't use any of the kind of function-y type keys of the Amstrad, but you can use the basic keys.
Yeah.
So for people that don't know what we're on about with Parsec is something that me and Yellow and we've used on Retro and Limb live streams and other streams to be able to play retro games against each other over the internet. And Parsec's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Really is. I mean, failing that, there may be a Spectrum port of this, I'm not sure. But I love it, especially 2-player mode. It'd be awesome.
I'm looking at this and thinking, I wish I was actually playing this with you. This is well cool. I'm well impressed with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a belter. And it's an 86 game, which is pretty early on, really, in the Amstrad's life.
Have a quick look if it's got a Spectrum port.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a classic. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it has. Oh, no, no. The other one, it's coming up with the Arkanoid clone.
Yeah, it's by Blabby. Blaby. This one.
Because I know it sounds bad, but it's always better if it is on Spectrum, just because WinApe can be finicky in so many ways when you're live streaming, well, as you probably know.
Yeah. I scored again.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Blabby was from Noel's house party, confirms Velociraptor.
Oh, you got me.
Oh, speaking of Mr. Blabby, I might be watching a bit of Noel's house party later on Twitch.
Superb. Superb. So, there we go. There's a quick look at that game.
Love it.
What do we think, guys? What do we think? Let's see what people have to say about that one.
Hello, Ego Chip.
Hi, Eaglewood. Yeah. Blabby has a suburb of Leicester. 8 out of 10 from Johnny. Wow. That's high score. I'm not sure, Rachel. DVD's given it a loud fart rating. John Gage has given it looks okay, 6, 7, but 8.5. It was a budget release the first time around. Oh, that's an interesting point. Was it budget or not? I'd have to
You'd be happy, wouldn't you? at $1.99 or $2.99, you'd be happy with that, wouldn't you? You'd be over the moon, really.
God, yeah. 7 maybe a bit boring by itself. 7 simple, and you'd keep going back to it. Yeah, and it's the type of game because it's 2-player. Its longevity is doubled already, if not. Yeah.
Because when there's 2 of you, especially if it's, I don't know, brother and sister or whatever, you can just keep playing.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, you've got, I think the premise of the game is you've got a timer, and it's whoever scores the most goals within that timer. And you can reset various things and play areas, make the goals bigger, smaller. So it's also got all that, which is good.
It's funny. It looks like a really tarted up Atari 2600 game.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, as well.
A lot of them have this sort of simple premise, don't they?
Well, yeah. Sometimes it's the simple things that are the best. That's why my wife married me.
Velociraptor says, this is the type of game I play with his brother until he started crying and got told to let him win.
We've all been there. Yeah.
Me and my sister were awful. She pushed me down the stairs once.
Oh my God.
I mean, I must have done something to warrant it, so I'm not, I'm not taking issue with her.
Harry asked Rachel says she was that sibling, the crying sibling. So, what a game. Let's, I think we need an expert opinion. Shall I check in on Novabug and see what he thinks?
Yeah, see what he thinks.
Oh, it's a little bit busy there. What are you doing, mate? Oh God. Yeah, all right. I think maybe, I think we should leave him to it.
I haven't seen that before.
Haven't you?
No.
Well, let's see if Zypho's busy, shall we? Let's have a look. See if Zypho's busy. Oh, there he is. Look. He's ready.
It'll take me a second there. Oh.
Oh dear, what a shame.
Oh, brilliant, mate.
What a shame. And of course, we must get the opinion off GP. What do you think, GP? Fair enough. Yeah. I don't know how, you can't really argue with that, can you?
No, GP is an absolute legend. Yeah. If you're watching, mate, hello.
Yeah, GP, if you are around and watching, we miss you, buddy. We really miss you. And whatever, if you need anything, just give me a shout, buddy. Just ping me on Discord. And the same goes to another good friend of the stream, 25 Klansman.
Yeah, I was just about to say about Clanny. I haven't seen him on my Sunday stream for a couple of weeks, and when they're really big characters and you love them to bits, you really notice when they're not there, don't you?
Yeah, this is it, because it's like you're going, it's like meeting up with all your mates, and then there's a couple missing. You're going, where are they?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. So I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10 because I think it's actually a cracking game. I think it's right on the border of hidden gem status, but I'm going to go for 7. And I think it's a belter game. And I think everybody should definitely have a go at it, and especially if you can do a 2-player game. I think that is a superb game for 2-player. Any opinions, Mikey?
Fully agree. Brilliant. I'd love to have a game of that with you. We'll have to think about sorting that out on Parsec.
Definitely. So I shall move on to the next game.
It's just reminded me something that always used to impress me is when I was watching Zypho's streams.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how to use Win8 properly when I first used to watch his streams. I used to watch those. I used to watch the loading text going. You know how in Win8, I know now.
You just tick the box.
You can tick the box and it does it right. But I didn't know that, so I just thought Zypho was an absolute genius. Like he could type that quickly. Plus, he knew what command to use for every single game. I used to think this guy's a genius. I didn't realize you could just tick the bloody box.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look. Velociraptor, Velo, I think the Firebird game was the other one called Ricochet, which was a Arkanoid clone. So I'll double check on that.
They both spelt the same, dudes. Like
Yeah, exactly the same. Exactly the same.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So let's have a look at this. You have to tune.
It's not just me. Andrea says she's only just found about that tick box as well. Hi, Andrea.
And Andrea, how's your neighbour's tits getting on? Are they okay? Have you inspected them recently?
Yeah, have you ever seen Andrea's loft conversion?
Oh, isn't it gorgeous?
Gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah.
I know.
Dead jealous.
Well, she said she was getting it set up for me, you know.
What, move you in a little sort of granny flat?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then she can be on every stream. Bless her.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's like because poor old Bug sits in his loft. Bug's loft looks like my loft. Like a loft looks like.
I know. I think Andreas Chris knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does. Is he a builder, Andrea? Can't remember. You have told me. SG says that if I had a loft conversion, I would call it a penthouse. He's ripping the piss because I keep calling my shed a summer house.
Right, this game. Let's have a look. It's got this little intro sequence that goes through, and then fuzzometer. You only have to go through it at the beginning, and then it moves on. Okay, now this is a lovely looking game, and basically you've got 3 robots, and what you have to do is there's your 3 robots, and you can that was good. I died straight away. That was stupid of me, wasn't it? Oh, it actually went into me. So what I can do is let's pick that one. So, and they can all do different things. So now I had a quick look at the instruction manual on this, and it's basically a maze, and he's stuck, and he's destroyed.
When you go from screen to screen, it reminds me a bit of the way that Feud works. When you go out Feud when you're walking around.
Yeah, I mean, it's got lovely graphics, don't get me wrong, but this one's really hard to control. It really is.
There's a game on the MSX, which is only available actually on the MSX because it features the character from Toshiba adverts. You remember there used to be a robot guy, a sort of pencil sketch robot guy in the Toshiba adverts.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Toshiba.
That's it. Well, that guy is in a game called Breakout, but it's Breakout !
Yeah.
It looks a lot like this, and what you've got to do is you've got to get him out of the inside of the MSX. So he's miniaturized. He's inside the MSX. So you're walking around and you walk past the Z80. Turn left, and it's really good actually. Really good. It looks a bit like this. It reminds me of this.
Oh, there we go. Andrew's answered you.
He's a joiner. Oh, that's the guy you want.
Yeah, that's the guy. Very confusing game, this. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do. It's graphics are nice. But it's very complicated. It's not a pick up and play type game.
No, and I don't know about you, dude. That puts me off sometimes,
Well, yeah, because I like to just get on with it, and I don't want to have to read the manual 10 times over to find out what exactly to do. Oh, was that a petrol pump or something?
I think Rachel's had a go at this one. Rachel's saying she said she didn't enjoy this one so much.
Yeah, it's okay, but thankful. There you go. So you can refuel.
Does look nice.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a fit now. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this. I'll be dead honest, and I don't really want to go back to it. It's
thing with these 8-bit games, you want to work out what you're supposed to be doing within 10 seconds, don't you?
Yeah, let's be honest. Yeah. But it is frustrating. Yeah, you're right, John. It's very frustrating.
OSG looks like Novabug in his loft there. He does, doesn't he? Look at him. going at it.
Yeah. Oh, right. I'm bored already. Yeah, it's not doing it for me, that. Yeah, not the best. Not the best. I should imagine it's one of those that you'd have to spend hours and hours and hours just figuring out what
Yeah,
to
drawing
do.
maps and all that. Drawing
Yeah,
maps out. Yeah.
yeah, and you'd get pretty fed up with it. Yeah, it's confusing. I don't,
This has got Zypho long play written all over it.
well, it's a bit of a puzzler, and I know Zypho's not into his puzzle games really, so not sure.
I'm always impressed though with him by like you can just tell with his long plays like there's a lot of prep involved in knowing where the bloody hell you're supposed to go next and all that, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate that. I mean, I know he does. He does a lot of work. He really does. He does. He spends hours on them. But
I
like
wouldn't have the
like
patience.
back in the day, I don't know if you found this out. I was more of a casual gamer. I loved the games and I love the Amstrad games, but I was more casual. I wouldn't if I didn't finish a game. I was oh well, it doesn't matter. And I was not particularly good at gaming. It was just I enjoyed that little bit I could do.
Yeah, man. I think we're the same. We're the same there. I just anything where there's a load of cutscenes and there's a load of like I can't stand things where you've got like massive inventories of things and you've got to gather up this thing and mix it with this thing to make something else which you can use to do something in about 2 hours time. I'm just like I'm sorry, I'm going to the pub.
Yeah,
I haven't got that.
yeah, I agree. Right, I'll move on from that one. I'm going to give that one a 5 out of 10 because I don't think it'd be fair to review it and rate it without actually being able to play it properly and understand what's going on. So I'll just hit that as a 5 out of 10 in the middle. I think Arnie Viking agrees with me there, yeah. So I'll go middle of the road. Now then, this is a 2018 game.
Ooh.
This one. I never knew this one existed. And it's got a lovely little tune. I don't know if you can hear that through there.
No, I'd have to.
Yeah.
Do you want to hum it for me?
Oh, I'll send you the thing and you can watch it yourself.
Is it a jaunty? Is it a jaunty tune?
It is. Yeah. It's a little game. It's not a huge game. Now, graphics are beautiful. I love the graphics on it. Very cartoony, and it's actually a remake of. Do you remember a game on the Spectrum called PWST? Psst.
Oh, yes. I've seen that in a Kim video.
Yeah. Well, it's like a version of that. So you've got to look after your plants. So there's your little robots. You'll see when it comes on. And you've got to get your bug spray. Oh, if you touch them, you die. You get your bug spray. So I've got
it's that one, isn't it?
Yeah. And you have to basically, for your plants to grow, etc., you have to keep the bugs away because they'll chew on it.
Love the graphics. You can tell it's 2018 when they've mastered all kinds, you know, like.
Oh yeah, the graphics are beautiful on this. Absolutely bruises. Hello, Steve. Are you right, buddy?
Hey, Retro on Limb. Steve, your message you sent me on Discord, that sounds fantastic. I'm really pleased about all that.
Oh.
Hey, Arnie's saying it's a pst clone, and I suppose it is a clone, but when is a clone an upgrade? Do you know what I mean? Like, when...
Yeah.
This looks like an upgrade to me.
Yeah. I think it's a fantastic little game. Beautiful graphics, lovely music, and it's got the gameplay. So you see my little plant there, he's growing now. So I've got to let him grow, keep the bugs away, and then it'll eventually flower. Oh.
Well, they're coming back for you.
Oh. And all being well, she will eventually, and then you move on to the next level once it's flowered. Oh.
Or Steve's on night shifts again.
Oh, the Bobo guy.
Yeah.
Well, then again, he's a booby inspector for the NHS, isn't he? So that's what he tells all the. That's what he tells.
He's putting in for overtime, isn't he?
Yeah. And there we go. It's flowered.
Hey. OSG seen erect penises again.
Oh, so we've got a red one there now, so I need a red can to get rid of him. Like that, and then I need a green one for them. So, yeah, and it obviously gets harder and harder, like most things do, the longer you play with it. I can't believe it. I just come out with that, but never mind.
Am I right in thinking that the original game is... I've got it in my head. Is it that really prolific... the people that made... come on, Mike.
Ultimate.
The people that made Jetpack. Ultimate, yes.
Ultimate. Yeah, I believe so. Maybe people in the chat will confirm that.
I think it is, because I think that's when I've seen it, because Kim did a video about Ultimate.
Yeah. All right, it's a funky little game. It's quite simple. I like it. I think the graphics are amazing. I think the playability...
It looks like it's on the Spectrum Next. Have you seen any of those new games that have been made for the Spectrum Next? Yeah. The graphics are that good, I think.
Yeah. That musical burst is the same melodies in the original when the flower flowered. Yeah. So, guys, give me scores on this, please, in the...
to see you text 88.
Oh. A quick right fart. 8 out of 10 from Andrea.
Ooh. DVD and Film Book says a quick, quiet fart.
It's his own rating system. We've got a 17 out of 10 off Rach. I don't know how she's managed that, but not to worry. It might be a typing. Easily an 8, possibly more. He goes 7. There's a lot of 7s there. He goes giving it a 17 out of blank.
Dude, you've got a real talent for finding games that are off the beaten track. What's your secret?
I play them all.
Yeah, you just play.
I'll go through. I mean, I use various websites, mainly CPC Game Reviews. And I have a look and I say, right, that I like the look of that. I like the look of that. So it's like for the letter R, I downloaded every single letter R, and then I sat through each one, pulled out all the text adventures, pulled out all the games that are well known, and then and then just go and see what's left, and then whittle it down. And so I think, these ones I think are it's really close to, if not hidden gems. So
yeah, man, it's a real. I think you're the only one who. It's a real cool thing. You do the same on the Commodore, don't you?
Yeah, I've started doing that on the Commodore. Yeah. Oh, how did you like the intro to me shit games? For BMX Ninja.
I love it, man. I can't remember what it reminded me of. It reminded me of something. It's probably a bit of an obscure reference, but there used to be a comedy show called Big Train. Yeah, they did a sketch that was based in it was like a sort of piss take, and they were doing like a soap opera, but this soap opera was all based in a bureau de change. And they used to do like what you did, like they'd have the same person playing 3 different characters, and the camera moves in between each one, and it was just dead funny. I really liked that. If anyone hasn't seen it, check out Yellow's video before last, or it might be the last one. Is it, mate?
Yeah, it was the Amstrad shit game review of.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, it took me ages to get a shirt and tie together, and.
It's just funny. You better do that again.
Yeah, I was chatting to Monkey Jesus, Glenn, and speaking of which, where is he?
Where is he?
I've not seen him for a week or two. So I hope he's okay. So if you're about, Glenn, pop your head in, mate. If you need to chat or anything, you know where we are. And but he was saying to me, he says, "Oh, you've got to keep doing that." So I want to, but it's really hard to come up with ideas. It's just that was something that I just thought, what were they thinking when they made this game?
Do you know what though as well, man? You know the thing about you've just said there about it's hard to come up with ideas. Like I speak to people all the time, like in my line of work.
Yeah.
And what happens is that the more ideas you have, the easier it becomes to come up with ideas because you end up finding like a gear to get into. Do you know what I mean? So with that, you've now got like a concept, and it's much easier next time to come up with what happens. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's like the more you do something, the ideas come easier because they just fit the formula a little bit. Like, and I really find that with producers who work on like the same show like relentlessly, they just come up with stuff just without even thinking. And it's not because they're really creative themselves; it's just because they've got a really good formula. I think that's half of the battle.
Yeah. I mean, I've got no training whatsoever.
Yeah, but you the thing is though, you're a creative dude. You're a musician. You've come from that side, so your brain works in that way, man. That's how your brain works.
Yeah. I just think, what do I find funny? And it's like, and I just think, all right, well, I'll record it. I mean, it was like I did with OSG, the intro for the Commodore stuff, and then the final bit at the end of it. And don't worry, Pete. I don't know if you saw, Pete sent me a C64.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I watched that video on holiday in the caravan while the baby was screaming. So I got most of it, but I was like, he sent him a 64. Oh my god! Yeah. I was like, that's really cool, Pete. That's a really nice donation.
Oh, he's a star, and he sent some extras as well, which I'm really made of. So yeah, don't worry, Pete. I won't stick a ciggy in that one.
Oh, Novabug's in the chat. Hi, Novabug.
Oh, salute to you, Field Marshal Novabug. And if you haven't already, guys, you should know by now that Novabug has what I would call premier Amstrad channel. I'm not taking away from Zyphon when I say that. Also you will see links in my chat to Novabug's in the description to Novabug's channel and also to his merch store. Get your merch. I love the merch. It was me that pushed for it at the beginning. So
when I met you, you had, I'm not sure if it was, I think you had Nova's. If it was the cap,
yeah.
Did you have the cap on?
Yeah, Blackpool. Yeah.
I'm in the Bug Army as well. I'm not sure what my rank is. I'm not sure. Maybe Novabug could tell me. I'm not sure what my rank is.
I think you're a latrine scrubber.
Yeah. Phil was wearing the cap and the shirt.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. One thing I will say to everybody in the chat now and everybody that watches this video, if you can get to when Blackpool really comes back after this, we've got to have a meet up, and you've got to join in, because I'll tell you a little story about somebody who was a little bit starstruck. You are Captain Smith. There you go. You are Captain Smith.
Wonderful.
There you go. I met Mikey at the last Blackpool and Janey, and he was a bit starstruck with the lovely King Justice, and was scared to go up and say hello. So we ended up just dragging her over to say, "Come on, don't be daft. Kim is awesome. She's absolutely awesome."
I'm so glad you did, because we would have just, and Jane loves her as well. So like, we would have just hovered around, like if Chris hadn't come up to me, Novabug, if he hadn't come up to me, or if Al hadn't come up to me, I don't know if I'd have even. We're very, I don't know, like considering what we do for a living, like we both get a lot of shyness is the best word. We're quite shy, and yeah, I was glad you were there actually, mate, because you did a lot of the. A lot of the hooking up for us, so thank you.
Oh no, it was my pleasure, mate. It was my pleasure. Did you get to see? Yeah.
don't remember how it.
Yeah, it worked out. They were complaining. I was saying, and I'm sure I said to Chris or something, get Kim over here, or something along those lines. Credit to Chris if that's right.
We just watched something, haven't we, in the little conference room, and I think Chris was there, you were there, and we were just sort of lurking, sort of lurking. I mean, we were that excited that that Kate Zyfor's other half was sat next to us.
Yeah.
Oh, we were like, it's Kate,
Yeah, it's Kate. It's like, yeah.
So yeah, I reckon everyone. I would back that up. What Phil's just said. Get to Blackpool. It's just absolutely amazing, and get to Blackpool, especially the next one after what we've all been through.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute blast. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely. Is that a question of Velociraptor?
Velociraptor, do you find that because of what you do for a living, when you're not working, sometimes you want to turn off the enthusiasm and be a bit introverted? I don't know. I think it's just that I am just quite shy. I think that's what it is, really. I am quite shy. I'm quite shy when I'm in a show or if I'm doing something like broadcasting. I'm quite shy until we start work. Like, in the sort of meeting people before doing a job, I am quite low key because I get a bit shy. And what I always say to Janey is I just say, I'll be all right once I start. I'll be all right once I start, if that makes sense. So as soon as I start working, and I feel like I'm all right because I feel like that's me. I feel like I've turned the key and we can get on. But I think I'm just naturally quite a shy person. I think is what I am, because there's no direct relation between, and you've met loads of people, haven't you, Phil? There's no direct relationship between someone who is a performer and someone who is extroverted. It's not directly linked necessarily, is it?
Oh, no. Oh, I've crashed this game. Just give me a second.
Me too, Rach. I'm exactly the same.
Yeah.
I'm the same with anyone, Novabug. I'm the same with anyone. Like, if we go up the pub, I'm really bad with family as well. My own family, like my own family, Jane's family. Jane has to get the conversation going because I just seize up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's found this. I mean, I think one thing I have found is that why does this keep crashing? This keeps crashing. I don't know why. What's the drive P?
A weird crash as well, isn't it? It's like static or something.
Yeah. Open that. Drive.
OSG, I'm shy till I've had 1 pint. Well, yeah, I'm probably the same actually. Yeah, 2 pints, 3 pints in, I get a bit more chatty, defo.
Yeah. I'll just keep trying. I did have this going before. What I found is since this lockdown malarkey, it's been quite difficult for me to actually go out. Almost agoraphobic. Now, I don't know if people are, I have to force myself because I've been that used to having to stay in or stay in the local area, and I think it's had a little bit of an effect. I don't know if you found that.
I have found that, yeah. It was. I mean, there was a good 3 months there, wasn't there, when we were told don't go out the house.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I really, really didn't. And Jane has to push me, so she'll be like, "Can you go up the shop and get me some milk or whatever?" But she knows that's a way of getting me actually just out and about. So I think it's we've just got to find that gear again, haven't we? Of being out and about.
Yeah. No. What's Nova saying there?
Jane goes back to work tomorrow, so that's a big day for her tomorrow. She's going back into work.
Right, I can't get all the games to work. I don't know why, but not to worry. Let's have a look at this one. It's called Rock and Roller. It's by Topo Soft, so it's Spanish. It's Spanish. And I struggled with this. I'll be dead honest, I really struggled with this. It's I'm trying to figure it out, really, even with the instructions, which are in Spanish. Yeah, which makes it even think. We got some more questions in there.
Novabug was saying he vividly remembers when he first met you.
Oh, yeah.
He was waiting in the Norbreck for everyone to arrive. Mr. Bads came out to me in the car park and said, "There's a guy in there looking for you, Bug." And that was when he first met you. You took your camper van, didn't you?
No, the first time I went to Blackpool is when I met Nova. No, I went up in my car, and I ended up staying at the Norbreck. I just met up with him. I was just that pleased, to be able to meet Chris and that. And I'll be dead honest, Chris took me under his wing. And he sat me down with him, let me hang about with him, and introduced me to Kim. He introduced me to Danny Ibbotson, and all these people that, like you said, you've been watching for ages. And and they took me under the wing, and it was absolutely awesome. It really was awesome. And then it just made me feel part of the family straight away. As soon as you get over that initial, oh my God, I'm meeting one of me online, me YouTube heroes kind of thing. Yeah. But as soon as you get over that, they really made me feel part of the family, and especially Kim. I mean, who else? There was Neil Retroman Cave, and he was there. He said, "Oh, can you do a quick video before me?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I will." And then he just gave me a load of free stuff. So yeah, it was just awesome the way everybody just took me under the wing, really. And it was because of that I was like, I want to. That really was the big thing to pull me in.
And then you probably, if things had gone a different way, and maybe like Nova wasn't at that event or whatever, might not be doing videos now. It's funny how things turn out, isn't it?
Well, this is it.
Velociraptor, what does Jane work as? Jane is an acting tutor, and she is currently working with. She's a lecturer for people who are doing a BTEC in performing arts, but she does private tuition as well. She's an acting tutor. She's never tried to sort me out because I'm beyond help. So, CPC Game Reviews. I was phased when I first met Novabug at Play Expo in Manchester.
Oh, yeah. It's absolute cool guys. They were absolutely awesome. And if you do come to Blackpool, don't be shy, because I know that they'll be more disappointed if you don't say hello.
So is this a bit like because I was playing Micro Machines on the NES the other day? Has it got that feel to it or not?
It's weird. It's weird. I'm struggling with the controls. Come on, get up there.
Somewhere between that Postman Pat game and Micro Machines.
Yeah. The controls are rock hard. They're rock hard. And it's a bit
like tank controls.
Like, you tend to use the diagonals more than anything. Right. And it's really out of control. Yeah, it's like I can't get up there now. Stupid thing.
OSG agrees with me. OSG says it's definitely exactly like Micro Machines on the NES. He says that's exactly what it is. That's what OSG says. He's right on my side. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a shame it's so hard to control. Otherwise, I'd love it. Yeah, it's you're right there, John. It is annoying. It's a shame everything's there except the gameplay. Graphics are fine.
It's having flashbacks to Novabug shaking his arse last night on stream.
Yeah.
I do remember when was it when Retro and Lim stuck up a video and it was up for it must have been like a live stream for about 24 hours.
Wow.
Novabug dancing. Do you remember?
Well, that was the very, very, very first day I met Chris and I met Steve. And I was chatting and Steve was like, hey, Phil, have a look at this kind of thing. And we were dropping hints left, right, and centre about dancing and stuff like that. And Chris was none the wiser until the day after. And it was, and that was a play. The first time was at when I was went there, and then he did it again when you went to play Blackpool.
I think the one I'm remembering was probably the previous one, because I don't know, was he like, he looked like he was on the seafront outside the Wetherspoons, something like that.
Aye, it was. I think it was video evidence of a drunken night out.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the link in the chat for you.
For anyone who wants to relive it.
Yeah, it's classic.
It was strangely, I left it on for ages. I couldn't help it.
Yeah. I'm just not feeling this game at all.
No.
I'm really not.
And what part does the helicopter have to play?
I think it just follows you and drops bombs on you.
Around.
Yeah. But no, I'm just not feeling it at all. Now, here is a game I am feeling. Yeah, this game is. Yeah, this is it. There's no fun to it. I think once you lose the fun element, you're.
Well, to the pot.
No, it's not working. Just let me reload that. Sometimes you have to, when it says 01, you have to type in 01.
It's funny how a whole generation of retro gamers have learned a tiny bit of Spanish through these crack trolls.
Yeah. There we go. Now then, I agree with you, Velociraptor, completely. Yeah, it needs to be sped up 150% at least. 3 out of 10 off Velociraptor. Yeah, it's not good, is it? It looks good, and it's got the promise to be good, that previous game. But no, I'm not feeling it. However, this one I am feeling big time.
It's got nice cartoony graphics, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome intro, awesome everything. Lovely tune as well.
Oh, dude, my plan, if it's okay, is to go off about 20 past.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, buddy.
It's just so as I can
set up,
yeah, and just check. You know, you have to do that thing where you check your levels because they're never the same, are they? One stream to the next.
Oh God, I know. Yeah.
Nightmare.
Especially with Windows and OBS updates.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No problem at all, buddy. No problem at all.
Honestly, I could stay on chatting to you for hours.
Oh yeah. No. I'll be on your stream anyway when I finish, so that's no problem. So let's have a look at this game. It's called Rodland, and it's let's have a look. One play game. Select controls number 3. And play control is player 1. I want joystick. Assume I'm in port 1. Okay.
Novabug says, reminds me of that time you called me, Mikey. We ended up chatting for over an hour. Yes, I remember that call. Chris. I think it was when we were setting up. We were talking about doing the 8-Bit Master and a couple of other projects and things. Chris is a good chat, isn't he?
Oh yeah. We have good chinwags. So this is a little platformer game. It is a little bit slow, as Chris says, but the graphics are beautiful. The gameplay is awesome. Yeah, it is a good game. It really is. So you can bash them with your rod and collect various things. And all you have to do is get so many points and collect as many of them flower things as possible. They're little daffodils by the looks of it on this level.
This is the first one tonight that I've seen before, but I've seen it, I think, on maybe the Amiga or the Atari ST.
Yeah. Well,
really good concept, this.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, first thing it reminds me of is, an awesome game. It reminds me of, what's that? Almost Mario type graphics, and it's just got that playability. It's awesome, and you want to come back to it. So here we are on the next level, and yeah. Oh, I got touched then. Not to worry. Yeah, I like this, says Andrea.
I'm going to run and grab a beer. I'll be back in like.
Aye, go for it, bud. Yeah. Andrea likes this one. Yeah, beautiful graphics. Yeah, great game. That's the money shot. Oh, I'm stuck now. I understand what Chris says. It is a little bit slow. But it's just got that gameplay. It really has. You've never seen this one, Andrea? I shall put this one up on my Discord for you, Andrea, so you can have a little go yourself. I think it's a fantastic game. It's got that. It is slow, but I actually like the slowness because of my age. And also, it's one of those. It's one of those games where you. How can I put it? You have to think a little bit of think. Yeah. Pete's saying definitely a 9 if it wasn't slow. If it was slow, it'd get a 10. Yeah, definitely. Now I'm with you on this, mate. I'm absolutely with you on it. I'll get you back one day. There we go. There we go. Yeah, belting game. Great graphics. We got 7 out of 10 there off Ego. Sorry, 7.5 out of 10. I'm actually pretty engrossed in this, to be honest. It's pretty cool. You want me to put something on screen? Let's have a look.
I better get some serious shit for this.
What is it? Oh, I've got no capture at the moment. Just hang on. Right. Yeah, I'm having trouble at the moment, bud. It's not letting me.
That's what we're getting.
Oh, I remember that.
That's what we're getting. Because if I play more than 30 seconds of
I've got it stuck in my chat now, unfortunately.
That's enough. Are you ready for this?
Right, I'm stuck now on that.
I better get some serious shit.
Right, if I stop that. That's totally buggered up, unfortunately, my chat window. So I can't see the chat now, unfortunately. But I'm sure Mike will be back with me in a minute to help. I hope. Are you there, Mikey?
I'm back.
Oh, cheers. Retro and Lim said, "Oh, put this link on and all that." So I clicked it, and it went into my chat window, and it's totally buggered up all my chat window, so I can't see it.
Oh, blooming hell, Steve! What's he doing?
Yeah. So what I shall do is I'll leave you to read for me, if that's possible, before you go. Right, I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10. I am calling this a hidden gem. I think it's a brilliant game. I think it's absolutely awesome, and I certainly suggest everybody gives it a go.
Yeah, really nice really nice graphics again, like really impressive graphics.
Oh yeah, yeah, superb game, superb game.
I can see what people are saying about the speed, like, but that's because probably they've played like the Amiga version or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is it. This is it. So, I wish I could get my chat thing back now, because that's totally buggered it up. Boom, edit you. Let's see. Oh,
What's this one called?
sorry. I'm just trying something.
What's this one called?
Sorry. I'm just trying something. Ah, there we go.
Old roll around, was it?
Yeah, sorry, matey. Sorry about that. What I've got to do is put my YouTube chat so I can see what people are saying, because I know you want to get going. Whoa. Come on, you stupid thing. So if I can pop out that chat like that. Yeah, sorry. This is a Mastertronic game.
I'm losing you a little bit.
Yeah, it may be because
losing
I've
you a
got
little bit on Discord. I'm not sure why. Can you hear me?
Yeah. No problem, mate.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, buddy. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just trying to get. I've had to open YouTube up and pop out the chat window so that I can see, because I've lost it on my thing. But there we go. So this game is a Mastertronic game. It's like Spin Dizzy, but it's also like a stream going funny. Yeah, it's also got various things to do. So I'll just crack on with it.
Nice colourful game, this.
So if you like Spin Dizzy, you're going to like this. So the idea is to avoid anything that moves like that. There we go. And then you start. Oh, well, you can fall off. Dead. But oh god, once you get used to the controls, you're okay. There we go. Yeah. So it's like that, isn't it?
Is there like inertia? Is it like always pushing you?
I wouldn't say there's inertia. It's more like it's just the diagonals are a bit weird, because you're playing like with all those type of games. But yeah. Oh, now Bug's not seeing this. Yeah, it's like a cross between Spin Dizzy and maybe Marble Madness, and yeah, the idea is to obviously change these blocks, avoiding that thing. Hopefully, all being well, I can avoid it. And there's... Ooh, nearly... Oh, you got me in the end. Bugger! So,
it's funny as well that, normally, like with Amstrad games, you either get loads of colour and it's a bit more blocky, or you get not very many colours and it's really high definition. This is like both.
Yeah, it's well done. The graphics are really well done on this. Really well done on this. Yeah, I've never seen this before. Again, it's on the Mastertronic label, and yeah, you can go around the track and find different entry points and things like that, like there, and that'll go back to it. There we go. But yeah, I think it's a belting game. I think it's one of those that I can see myself spending ages on, like I did Spin Dizzy. So if you like Spin Dizzy, I think you'll definitely like this. It's just one of those puzzly type games, isn't it?
Spin Dizzy, the one where it's like this, but you're a little you're almost like a triangle, upturned triangle spinning around. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, I've done it.
Hey. That's another good one.
Definitely. Right. It certainly works for me. It's what have I got zapped there? dead. So, guys, what do we think of this? Do we know this? Have we seen this before? Ego Chip's going straight in with a 9 out of 10. Wow,
Oh.
that's impressive.
I remembered it right. Is Ego Chip a programmer?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. So that's praise indeed.
Indeed, it is. Yeah, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. John, you're not. I don't. You have to be into these type of games, I suppose. 8 out of. Oh, look at that from CPC Game Reviews. Oh, the wife's back. 8.5. Ego Chip, the author of the Amy series. Yes, must do a series with Ego Chip. I forgot this. It's a diamond. Oh, look at that. We're getting hidden gems. Oh, dead. And it's a belting game. It's my cup of tea. I love these kind of things. I'm going for
a cautious 8.5 from Rach and another load fart from DVD and Film Blog.
Well, there we go. Belting game, and I want to play it more. I certainly want to play it more. I think it's a belting game. That I think it's one that everybody should have a go at. I'm giving it hidden gem status. So 2 hidden gems for tonight. We had a couple last week. And yeah, I'll let you get off, Mikey, so you can get prepared.
Okay, dude. Well, listen, thank you very much for having me on. I've had a right good time with you.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, mate, to have you on.
No, I've had a right good chat with you, and I often have good chats with you on and offline. So thanks, mate, for that, and also thank you for. Nobody ever gives you the credit for this, but you do a lot of things in the background to give people support in the community, and I just want to say thank you for that. I know a lot of people in the chat would agree with me there.
Oh, thanks for that, mate. I don't do it for the praise. I do it to help. But,
well, it's very much appreciated by many of us. Yeah. Very much. Thanks for watching, everyone. What I'll do is I'll keep you on, Phil, and then whenever you say you're going, I'll type in the chat or something.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Yeah.
No rush at all.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go now, mate. So if you want to start setting up, I'll just want to say goodbye to the chat and have a little chin wag with everybody.
All right then, dude. See you later, everyone. I'll see you on Twitch, and cheers, buddy. Leave you to it.
Yeah, no worries. So everybody's saying goodnight to the awesome Mikey Smith there. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Thank you. You'll get me all emotional. Stop it. But yeah, big thanks to Mikey for stepping in to give us a hand tonight. And of course, we are all going to move over to his stream. The link is in the description below. I hope you enjoyed that. And again, I will say it as always. If you wish to be on the on my streams, all you need is access. Yeah, don't worry about it, Retro. If you want to join in on these streams, just give me a shout in Discord. That's all you need access to is Discord. And it's just a bit of fun, and I will do a little bit of a chat about your retro history, etc. But yeah, it's all good fun. Yeah, you can say Steve, I must get you on, mate. Steve, you must come on, mate. I think it's Technic Discord link is. I'll let somebody put it in the chat. I'm usually on Zyphos Discord as well. But yeah, if you fancy it, Technic, yeah, definitely. I will. It keeps me off the chat and breaking it, yeah. Yeah. Of course you are, mate. Of course you are, Technic. Of course you are, mate. Yeah, it's yeah. Anytime. I'll let somebody put links into Mikey's Twitch. If you're on Tech, if you're on Zypho's Discord, I'll find you and I'll send you an invite. I'm off the next 2 weekends. Oh, superb. Yeah, I don't have that on here, Andrea, unfortunately. I haven't set that up in the chat. But yeah, yeah. If you're on Xiphone Novas, you'll yeah, I'll be able to find you, mate. No worries, no worries at all. And I'll bring you over. Yeah, yeah. It's open to all my Discord. It's but yeah, big thanks to everybody for joining in. 25 viewers, that's great. That's great. Really appreciate you guys sticking with me, really, and just having a typical weekend. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, a typical weekend, enter the weekend with me mates, which is what I hope my streams are about. And also, hopefully, there's a few games that have come up and you've thought to yourself, I want to have a go at them. So certainly, I will put all these games in my Discord under the Amstrad live testing um, thing. So yeah, awesome. Yeah, no worries, Johnny. Big thanks to, of course, the lovely Rachel, 8-Bit Rachel. I think we've got a challenge off Chris Novabug to do, haven't we, as well? And also Steve Retron Lim and the gorgeous Andrea Wyatt and Velo. Yeah, big thanks to you, Velo. And oh, don't worry, Classics. Don't you worry, mate. Yeah, no problem, mate. Yeah, I usually start about 7:30, 8 o'clock and finish at about 9:30, and we move over to Mikey Smith on Twitch. But thanks for popping in, Classic Grace. Yeah, so the link is in the description, my video description at the bottom to Mike's Twitch channel, and I will hopefully see you all there. And yeah, thank you, Maud, thank you, Texie. Yeah, you keep plugging away at them videos, Texie. You're doing really good, bud. Really impressed. And we're on the letter S now. Next week, it's going to be Norris, buddy. Yeah. Next week's going to be the letter S, and that's going to be split maybe over 3 streams because there's that many. But I will see you all later, and I will see you all in Mikey Smith's thing, and we can have a little chat there and the chin wagon. Let's support him as well, and the lovely Janey, and maybe we'll get a quick look at his hot tub. So, who's on next week? I haven't got anybody in mind yet, OSG, but you're more than welcome to come in. Buddy, you know that. Yeah. Oh, you're torturing yourself with action. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to call it and say Yellow Belly out. And I'll see you on Mikey's.